Hey, what's up? I've got some more lore content for you guys. I've got an updated deck profile to showcase. It's been a long time since I covered this deck, and it makes me happy to show you guys Pirate Burn. This deck aims to play fast, swarming the board with strong 1 and 2 cost cards in order to get the jump on the opponent and push damage in the early game before closing out with burn spells by turn 6 or 7. The main theme of the deck is to play out your hand as quickly as possible in order to overwhelm your opponent with direct damage to take victories. I want to run through my card choices, explain why they're in the deck, and give you the knowledge to pilot the deck yourself. The code for the deck will be in the description below, along with the Mobalytics link. Before I get into the deck profile, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. Our journey to 10k subs is still going strong. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you're looking for live gameplay of someone who's hit high master tier every season, and even hit rank 1 in NA a while back. With that, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. So here we have it, updated Pirate Burn for 2022. This is one of the most popular decks played right now, definitely the most popular aggressive deck. So if you like aggro, if you like playing fast, you like playing burn, then this list is for you, especially returning pirate players. Hopefully this revitalized list can give you some inspiration to start climbing again. So let's take a look at the curve, and you already know it's going to be very aggressive. 12 1-cost cards, and then a bunch of 2s, and then it slowly dwindles to the, yes, even 2 6-cost cards we run right now. So it's going to be pretty cool to showcase that, show you guys what that card is, because it is quite spicy. So let's talk about the numbers individually. We have Jagged Butcher, 2-2, sometimes he can also be a 3-3, especially if you open Saboteur on defense 1, and then go into open attack 2, play double Jagged Butcher, you have a couple 3-3s. Now that's very good at dodging 2 damage removal like Avalanche, so it's pretty good to do that versus Freljord matchups, so that way you can try to beat him out. He's also just really good in general. If you play him as a 1-2-2, you're pretty happy, but yeah, if you get that 3-3, you're even happier. Next we have a Rearguard, very aggressively statted 1-mana card. Of course he can't block, 1-mana 3-2, just swings for 3 on turn 1, you love that. Next we have Legion Saboteur, another staple burn card you should be familiar with, 1-mana 2-1, good in most if not all burn strategies. And last but not least, Precious Pet coming in as our last 1-cost card. He has Fearsome, so he's pretty good to pressure other early game units. Things like Omen Hawk cannot block him, things like Zonite Urchin and other 2-attack or less 1-drops cannot block him on turn 1, so he's pretty good at pushing guaranteed 2 damage into a lot of matchups. Very, very good there. Then we have Imperial Demolitionist at a quick 2 of. This is not really a 2-cost card. You don't play her on 2 unless you go like Rearguard or Butcher into her, but most of the time this is actually a finisher. You want to draw into her later and use her as a, last little bit of damage to the opponent's face to close it out. Next we have Double Grenadier. He's also pretty good, 2-mana 3-2. He's aggressively statted. Last breath, so whenever he dies, deal 1 to the enemy nexus, so he's 3 damage right away if he gets a strike in, with a promised 1 damage later. Now you can combo this with Noxian Fervor, and deal immediate 4 damage to the opponent's face if it resolves, basically giving you a little bit of a decimate effect, right? Super good there. Double Make It Rain, really good against the mirror match, really good against other aggro decks in general that have 1 HP. Also really good at cleaning out other cards, maybe finishing them off, prepping an attack turn, all kinds of stuff. This is just a do-all card, and it can also hit face. So yeah, we just run that at a quick 2 of, because extra copies of MF becomes Make It Rain. Also, we can draw into it with Zap Sprayfin, so not really needed to draw it at 3, it's just a nice little 2 of. Mirai Warden also helps swarm the board, 2-mana 2-1. When I'm summoned, summon a random 1-cost follower. Now you can get something crazy like Rusty Codger, which is absolutely insane. This is like the literal best hit. It's a 2-4, because yeah, you don't play to deal damage, he just summons himself, so very good. You can also get like a bunch of 1-1s and stuff that's kind of meh, but overall the 1-drops are pretty valuable. So Mirai Warden usually hits good stuff. You just want to dodge Shadow Fiend, that's like the worst one. Next we have Triple MF, of course. This is a glorified Crackshot Corsair, which we're not running anymore. As you notice, Precious Pet has replaced Crackshot Corsair, so that's kind of sad. Corsair nerf coming in clutch, but that's alright, because pirates adapt. So yeah, we have the Misfortune being able to deal extra damage to the opponent's face, and also blockers, very nice, very aggressive. Noxian Fervor as a closing out spell. Twisted Fate is in here at a 3 of because of his flexibility. Not only can he deal damage to face, but he can also fetch you some cards and resources, and also stun, which is very high value on attack turns to take away a blocker from the opponent. Also can be used defensively to stop opponents' things from attacking you. Like let's say you're fighting Lurk and you want to stun the Rek'Sai. Obviously that's a very good play and helps keep you ahead. Next we have Zap Sprayfin, Elusive Attacker, also attuned, so it gives you a mana value and also draws you a Fervor or a Make It Rain. Both really good depending on the game state, of course. Triple Decimate to close out the game, deal 4 damage to the enemy Nexus, standard burn closer, should definitely be used to this by now. And then the 2 spicy cards of the deck, we have double Eye of Nagakaboros and double Riptide Sermon. Eye of Nagakaboros is a burst speed, spawn 2, draw 2, so you'll spawn a 2/2 tentacle and also draw cards. Drawing in and of itself is really high value because you can draw into burn finishers like the Fervor, like the Decimate, other stuff like that to help close out games. Also, it's a burst speed attacker or blocker, so you can open attack with a 2/2 on top of your already developed board, and that's really good for you while also cycling resources, so yeah. Then we have Riptide Sermon, deal 4 to an enemy unit, spawn 3, so you get a 3/3 tentacle, and deal 2 to the enemy Nexus. So it has the demo effect built in, it's a quick 2 damage to the enemy face. That's one of the main reasons to run it, but it's also just 6 mana, do a whole lot for you. You deal 4 to a unit, so that can kill champions, especially the ones at the 4 HP threshold that are hard to reach. We can't reach that with Fervor, so, you know, Sermon helps us get there. And then spawn 3, so you get a 3/3 body, and you Mystic Shot the Nexus. Overall, just a very solid card. Don't want to run it at 3 because it can get quite bricky, so running it at 2 is just a-okay. With double Eye, double Riptide, this is the new look for Pirate Burn in this season. It's very strong. Like I mentioned earlier, it's very popular, so I highly recommend playing this archetype if you like other burn stuff. Also, quick mention, this deck is very good, and burn is very good in general against combo decks. So if you want an out to Azir Aurelia, if you want an out to Thralls and other things like that, burn is usually a good place to go. Now the main matchups that are going to be hard for this deck are control matchups, things like Darkness, things like Feel the Rush, other Shadow Isles, Freljord, even Noxus style control decks like Swain, like Ezreal stuff. All pretty difficult for this deck to deal with, but again, it smashes Azir Aurelia, so if you're looking for a hard counter, then this is where you should start. And that about wraps it up for the deck profile. Now here's some live commentary games so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context to why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. Alright, for game 1 we got Jhin Annie, the other very strong aggro deck at the moment. Definitely one of my favorites, you already know. I hard main Jhin Annie. This matchup can definitely go either way actually. It's a pretty skill expressive matchup as we're both trying to kill each other as fast as possible, so trades matter a lot. Also, since we run 2 Riptide Sermon, I'm down to keep this one in case they play Jhin on attack 4, because they're attacking on evens, we're attacking on odds. Our Misfortune will probably be met with a Jhin, so if we can float I guess 2 mana at some point, we can Riptide Sermon on 4, which would be kind of cool. So let's just keep this hand, just full on. I'm kind of down. Precious Pet doesn't get blocked by anything, so I'm down to slam him first. I mean, they could be running Blade's Edge and other weird tech stuff like that, so I do have to be kind of cautious. Butcher might just be the safest 2/2 because I don't think they're going to block with anything they do play. So I'm kind of down to just slam the Butcher. Sounds good. And then we can float turn 2, and then we play MF on 3, Riptide Sermon on 4, and then we'll be in a pretty good spot, honestly. Crackshot Corsair. That's cute. If you play another 1 HP thing, I will make it rain. I wasn't kidding. I'll make it rain. Make it rain also blows out this matchup, so we are now going to close our eyes and Prage for Make It Rain targeting, okay? We want to hit both Corsair. I don't care if it hits the Annie or the Nexus is third. Ready? Prage. Closing my eyes. Send it. Let's go! See, that's why we pray for the good RNG. That could just be an FF right away. I'm not kidding. That's really bad for them. Especially if they have Jhin in hand. They're going to be so far behind now. We'll go ahead and take that damage, and then we play Misfortune on attack 3. We're not floating for Riptide Sermon, but that's okay. I think Make It Rain was too good to pass up. Go ahead and Fortune or Grenadier. So, main problem will be Sunhawk, right? Sunhawk stunning Misfortune would be kind of annoying, but we still attack with Butcher. Yeah, so that's just GG. We just win on turn 2 there.
Fortune smiles.
Alright, for game 2 we got Teemo, Caitlyn. Actually a really fun deck. This is another one where Make It Rain might come in clutch for us. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and pitch these. We want to draw into these cards, not hard open them. We can do Precious Pet, Rearguard, Butcher, and we do have Make It Rain. Make It Rain's super good against Teemo. And also the 2 ones that they summon that also put in Flash Bomb traps. forget what they're called, but we're pretty good into this deck in general.
Another
Yep,
day in
Teemo on 1. That's the classic. We can go ahead and play rearguard.
Where's my axe?
armed and ready.
Yep. And then I'm down to also do Precious Pet and Butcher. Misfortune, nice. Yeah, Precious Pet. We might get a Poison Dart. Nope.
Great boy.
Well.
Bounty board knows me name.
Is it the Poison Dart? No, Thermo for 1. That's pretty cute. Not the best for them, honestly. I'm also down to pass and make it rain. Especially on the open attack. That'd be kind of funny. Nah, it's just full swing.
This time.
2-1-3-2 is fine. Bonk.
Never really gone.
Bonk. Now if they play another 1 HP unit, we'll do Make It Rain. If not, we'll do Misfortune. Probably. Yeah, Misfortune in red also does this. No Caitlyn, it's a Poison Dart. Nice. Caitlyn on attack would be our biggest issue. So let's go ahead and play the Misfortune.
I'm one of the good guys, but not
I don't really
bad.
care about Teemo level all that much, right? Oh, I care a little bit. Not a lot, though.
Success is planting your mushroom patch.
Yeah, so if we try to do Make It Rain, they would have done burst speed level for Teemo, and that'd be pretty far behind. I'm down to just go ahead and gold card him. They have 3 cards in hand. They already opened 2 Teemo. I'll show top deck Twisted Fate for the tilt. Go ahead and gold card that.
Yeah? How's the partner?
Pretty good. Quit smoking.
Stress defense. Alright, we keeping him alive.
Dead in their tracks.
That's pretty cool.
Dead don't need riches.
Go ahead and swing. We do have a elusive blocker, but they're probably going to open attack. Ooh, if we draw, we might eat a shroom. Ah, Zap Spray Fin go.
Fish and water.
Now we can block the Teemo. Not bad at all. Oh, just kidding. Built over Peacemaker. Okay. I'm in kind of some trouble.
I'll burn for what I've done.
Another poison. They're just maximizing the shrooms to my face. They played out their entire hand by turn 5, and I thought I was the aggro deck.
Ready.
Go ahead and
I
block
know
this.
What I'm doing.
This is 2 flash bombs. Okay, I hope they don't snipe Misfortune, but yeah, we'll definitely take this, and then we'll just open attack and hope we win.
Doesn't mean everything.
70 puff caps. Here we go. 5. Ow.
Time to get rich.
That is painful.
Didn't spoil the surprise?
Please stop killing me. Cool, so we want to definitely let this resolve as is. And then if they're on, like, last card, make me draw, I'll just do Fervor as a response and we win first.
Just a girl,
Yeah,
her
we got it.
motorcycle, and justice.
Exact lethal with Fervor. Feels good.
No.
It was in the card.
Alright, for the last and final game, we got Evelyn Viego, also a very popular deck that has popped up recently, so we're going to see if we can beat that. We're going to go ahead and pitch both Fervors. Keep Rearguard, keep Precious Pet. They have Vile Feast, and they also have Hate Spike for removal, so we have to be kind of mindful of that. I'm down to go ahead and just play Rearguard on 1, because they can also play Bark Beast.
Reporting in.
Rearguard does the best beating over it. So we pressure 3 damage, or we kill Bark Beast, right? Best case scenario for us. I also want to try hard and go with the red board for the Star Guardian background we have going on here. Red is good for burn, right? It fits the aesthetic. We'll get that background. They can stay the nice blue for their Shadow Owls theme. The bluish teal. Yep, there's the Bark Beast we're playing around. Go ahead and swing here. Bonk. Then we want to play around Vile Feast. Mirai Warden or these? I'm kind of down to Warden. I think Warden gives us a higher value 1-drop than playing these, right? Salt Door, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and Mirai Warden.
Hello, new best friend.
Nice, we got Spell Shield. That's pretty good.
I know a place.
That That's interesting. I actually want to skip the block. That way when I attack with Misfortune next turn, Misfortune doesn't kill the Salter right away with the passive, and then Bark Beast trades into her. So we'll do Misfortune.
Looking for trouble? It found you. You are nothing. Worthless. Impressive.
Oh, now the Bark Beast is popping off. Alright. They had Dami Mommy.
Okay,
I'm kind of down the swing with just these. 3-3, 3-3. 2-2 dies here. 1-3 dies wherever he trades. 1-1 would get a value trade. That's kind of fine with me too. I just need a swarm. I'm down to full swing then, because we're up 1 attacker.
Day, friend.
Nice. Alright, so we get 6 damage. That's actually really relevant. Then we can refill our board entirely on defense 4, and then open attack with Decimate. That's kind of our best bet. Even if Evelyn comes down here, we should kind of just ignore it. We could also do a red card wipe.
I should stamp you out like
Man,
the
all these spell
insect
shields
you
though.
are.
Okay.
Don't waste my
Maybe no red
time.
card wipe. We'll just do Mirai Warden.
I've never met anyone like you.
Ah, Mirai Warden. Summon Warden's Prey. That's kind of interesting. 8 Spike. Sure, -1 blocker for you.
Impress me.
Precious Pet. And Saboteur. Come on, Saboteur. Saboteur.
No one's the wiser.
And then I'm pretty sure I fall open. They have 2 attackers, or 2 blockers, I mean. Viego's probably going to come down. We're on double Decimate? Yeah. We just send it. Double Decimate means we just full send. I hope they're not on Vile Feast. We got 1 Hate Spike, no Vile yet.
Beg.
Vile would actually offset the HP by a lot and make it really hard for us to finish.
Beg. Crawl.
Alright, that's not so bad. Like, if they wanted to Vile, though, they wouldn't be able to play Viego this turn, which is something I think they really want to do. Oh, or Evelyn.
I'm always ready to play. Another plaything. Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
Wow, that's a 9-7. Okay, Decimate. And then we'll do it again.
For me.
That thing really outplays it. What's up, Viego? So they were on both champions as well, back to back.
beyond the mist, my queen.
No Vile Feast means we win the game though. They probably needed Vile early for sure. We just swarmed. So as you can see, the deck is very consistent, closing out the game between like turns 5 and 7 there. I didn't even get to showcase the new cards Eye or Riptide Sermon, which is kind of sad, but you know what? If you don't draw them, it just plays like standard Pirate Burn, and you use these in the mid and late game to either refill or finish off. So, I mean, it just makes sense anyways. If you want to see more games of this deck, definitely check out the stream. I've been playing it a lot recently. I think I will also be using it in the seasonal tournament, so definitely come by, drop a follow, and ask if you could see me play some Pirate Burn, and I'd be happy to break it out for you. And that's it for this one. Please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Laters!